My internship was working at Highland Hospice, which is the only provider of palliative care in the Highlands, based in Inverness. It was a 6-week placement in the fundraising department, and I was tasked with redeveloping one of their annual cycling events. The purpose of the project was for me to develop the event to increase the amount of participants and to raise more money for the hospice. The reason I applied for the internship, I graduated in 2009. I spent quite a few months trying to get a job as a fundraiser. Now, I contacted lots of charity sector agencies, fundraising agencies and various charities. The response I kept getting was that no matter how much voluntary experience I'd had, without experience having actually worked in a fundraising department, in that office environment, then it would be really difficult for me to get that first foot in the door, that first fundraising job. So the internship was the experience I needed. So when the internship came up, I think the fact that it was a paid placement within a charity with your own specific project to do, that was really appealing to myself. I saw the project through from start to finish, and you can really measure success by doing it that way, and that has proved really useful in the interview process for other jobs since. The recruitment process for the internship, having applied for jobs in the charity sector since then, it really reflected the interview process for real jobs in the charity sector. So the experience that was gained from that has been really useful. Things that you'll be asked for when you go for a job in the charity sector or in any job will be to demonstrate a knowledge of the organisation and the work that they do. They'll be looking for particular competencies. These are all things which were asked of me when I went to interview for this placement. So that was a really good experience when going for jobs after the placement. Through doing the project, I think the greatest thing that I achieved having done it was just a confidence in your abilities. For Highland Hospice, I think that it was good for them because the most obvious thing is the fact that with the changes I made to the event, it tripled its income that year. For the first time ever, we managed to get a corporate sponsor for the event, and that was a new organisation to the hospice. So that's a new relationship which has gone forward into the future for them. And also I think that it's made the organisation think about the value in involving graduates and interns and involving volunteers in the organisation, because it was a successful project for them as well as for me. Taking part in the project has really helped in my search for a job thereafter. I think the most obvious thing is the fact that it confirmed that I want to have a career in fundraising. I've had much voluntary experience, but it's not quite the same as having worked in a fundraising department and having worked for a charity. And whether at the end of it you realise that you do or you don't want to pursue that career, that's a positive regardless. The experiences that I had working at Highland Hospice have proved invaluable in my search for a job. They are markers of success that I use as examples during interviews, and which have got me jobs since taking part in the project. It also gave me some insight and really useful connections in the charity sector, which I didn't have before because I hadn't been in that environment. Not only colleagues and people that I worked with in the charity sector, but other charities as well that we were in contact with. So that's proved invaluable, those connections in searching for a job after the project when you're looking to get a job elsewhere. I would say to anybody that's thinking about applying to take part in an internship, absolutely just go for it. The experience is invaluable in searching for a job, increasing your employability. The key thing I think is that employers in this day and age are looking for more than just a graduate. They're looking for somebody who has the qualifications, but also the experience as well. And if you want to be the candidate that stands out from the rest, you absolutely have to have that. And that's something which the internship will give you.